What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is David Hanlon, aka the Laptop Legend, and in today's video I just want to give you guys an update on my thoughts on Dogecoin. I was able to make some decent profits today on Dogecoin in terms of dollars. Obviously not, because this is again my small Robinhood account. I'm not trading with any type of serious size here, but this was a trade that you easily could have executed with 10 times the position size, 100 times the position size that I had, and it would have been just as profitable. So I want to talk about the overall trend for Dogecoin, because honestly, it is not looking nearly as good as I was hoping. Bitcoin cracked 40,000 like I thought it possibly could, even though to me that seemed like a stretch. I mean, I didn't think it would run this far. I really didn't, but it did, and a lot faster than I expected. Yet Dogecoin is not reacting as positively as I was hoping that it would. And if you look at the charts, I'll take you guys in just a second, but Bitcoin is literally like at the all-time highs and doing better than ever, and it is just chugging and churning, man. It's just going straight up to the moon like a choo-choo train that just won't stop. That was a bad metaphor, but you know what I'm saying. Like it won't stop. It's a little train that could. I mean, it literally will not stop going. And Dogecoin, on the other hand, literally will not stop, just kind of like just like fading off. So unless we get another tweet from Elon Musk pumping this bad boy up, or maybe in another adult film star. If you saw that tweet, if not, go look it up. Dogecoin adult film star tweet. But if we don't get another one of those, I'm really not liking where this is heading. And if you're one of those hold and hope Dogecoiners, go ahead, dislike this video. I mean, that's totally fine. I'm just giving you my opinion here. I'm not saying it can't bounce. I'm just saying I don't like the way this is going. So if you find this perspective helpful, do drop a like on this video and subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on those post notifications, because I post videos like this all the time. So yeah, let's get in the charts and I'll tell you what I think about it. All right, guys, so I'm here at my computer and this is the current chart for Bitcoin. And like I said, as soon as it broke $20,000, it has just been, it's just been going, man. It won't stop. It really won't. It tried to dip down under 30,000, but had an immediate pullback, strong pullback. Couldn't dip back under 30,000. Ran all the way up to 40,000. Dipped under, had a strong pullback, and now it's kind of hovering under. So I'm not sure what it's going to do. Maybe it rips and runs all the way to 50,000 in the next couple of days. Wouldn't surprise me at this point, honestly. But you see this. I mean, this trend looks really, really strong overall. And even if we go, narrow down a little bit, I mean, it's still a strong trend. It's still a very strong trend. And this is, the pretty recent graph. Now, let's go look at Dogecoin. This is the 1 week chart for Dogecoin. And I'm really not liking what I'm seeing here, because again, we broke up here. This was a beautiful day. We made some higher highs here. And then there was a big tank in Bitcoin, which is what actually caused this to crack down under. And it was able to bounce. And I ended up selling here, definitely a lot lower than I should. But again, it broke past my risk level of the low of this, so I'm not sad about that. And I ended up getting back in, I think, in this area, just because, I figured if Bitcoin continued to run, then potentially Dogecoin could pop off. And you can see Bitcoin really did, just in the last, today's the 7th. The 6th, it just broke 35,000. And today on the 7th, it broke 40,000. So, I mean, it is absolutely running. Yet if you look here, as Bitcoin is continuing to break to new highs from the 5th and the 6th and the 7th, I mean, Dogecoin has just been fading off, man. I mean, what is going on here? It's just, it's fading. It seems like it's getting less interest, and people are just, not looking at it as much anymore. And I feel like the hype is dying down a little bit. And maybe that's just because celebrities are not mentioning it. But potentially that's what's going on. And I'm not here to anticipate what's going to happen. I'm not here to ignore the facts. I'm just here to respond to what I'm seeing. And to me, this really looks like a reverse cup and handle. And if you don't know what that is, I'll pull up a chart here, but this is what it looks like. So normally a cup and handle looks like this. So it comes up and you get a little handle and then it spikes on past. But in this case, to me, it's not looking that great, man. It looks like we're seeing a little mini cup and handle here. So just flipped upside down, and that is a bearish pattern. So I am not a huge fan of what I'm seeing right now. And if this trend continues, it might just keep fading off. And if you're one of those people who's holding 10 million Doge, just expecting it to pop off, there's still a long way it could fall, man. There's still really a long way that it could fall. So I would caution against that. I would consider cutting some losses. If you want to hold some in case it spikes up, that's fine. But this could really fade all the way back down to 50 cents. I wouldn't be surprised to see that, because if it's not going to spike now, when Bitcoin is spiking past $40,000, when the hell is it going to spike, man? When is it going to spike? Because if it's not going to happen now, I sure as hell don't know when it's going to happen. I mean, I guess if Elon tweets about it again, so I mean, maybe turn on your Twitter notifications for Elon, just like you have my YouTube notifications turned on, and maybe then you can hop in before the crowd. But I mean, at this point, man, it's really not looking that great. Just keeping things realistic. And again, if you're one of those diehard Dogecoin believers, this is going to the moon, this is going to $5 per Dogecoin, it's going to be the most expensive thing. Okay, man, that's fine. You're welcome to believe that. You're welcome to hold it. And I truly hope it goes well for you, because in my experience, holding something that is fading off and hoping it's going to go back up is not a winning strategy in the long run, and you will give back any profits that you make on your profitable trades by holding losers in the long run. So that's why I always cut my losers quickly, and I take my profits when I have them. And that is actually what I did earlier today on Dogecoin. So if I go into the, I guess I'll do the one-day chart. If I go in here, right here at 12:40 p.m., we see there was this massive dip. So it was hovering around $1. And honestly, when I saw Bitcoin spiking to 40,000 and this wasn't moving, I sold like right in here. I literally sold like right in here. And then I see this massive dip. Why did this happen, you might ask? Well, let's go look at the chart for Bitcoin. 1 hour. Let's go to 5 minutes. Look at this right here. What time was that? 12:45? 12:40? What time was this? 12:45? 12:40? The exact same time. Literally the exact same time. So it won't follow it on its spikes. Dogecoin will not follow Bitcoin on its spikes, but it's perfectly willing to follow it on its tanks when it drops down. Does that make any sense to you guys? It doesn't make sense to me. I have no explanation. If it really follows Bitcoin that closely, why Dogecoin is not doing better right now. I'm very confused by that, honestly. And to me, that does not seem like a good sign. But when I saw this dipping this hard, I already knew that Bitcoin had a massive bounce before. If you remember, well, I'll try to take you back. Let's see if we can get there. Wait a second. Yeah, so you can see back when it cracked under 30,000. I think this was when. Yeah, back when it cracked under 30,000. I mean, look at this. Just a couple candles, it went all the way down to 28,000 and then bounced right back from that. And that might not even be the biggest dip. It might be this one. I don't know. But it always has these big dips and then these big bounces back. So when I saw that, and I saw that it was because Bitcoin was dipping, I was like, oh, Doge is about to do the same thing, but it's probably going to bounce back. So I bought, right at the bottom here. Pretty much right at the bottom. I used a market order and it still took me like 30 seconds to get filled, so I don't know what that's about. I know I've talked about using limit orders before so you don't get screwed on Robinhood, but I want to make sure I got executed because these bounces can happen quickly. So I was just like, give me any shares, because I mean, at this price down here at 91 cents when it's been trading up here, I'll take that. So you can see if I go back here, limit sell. So I got out, again, like right here because I didn't like the price action. And then it tanked and I got in right here and then I sold right here. I didn't time the top perfectly. I could have probably waited until it, got back to a whole penny. But I mean, in terms of the size of the account, I mean, that's a pretty good trade right there. I mean, I'll take my $14 profit in like 5 minutes. So no, I think it was 6 minutes. So I mean, that's the type of trade you should be looking for on this. I mean, it definitely still has some volatility, but the I guess coins outstanding is so big that I feel like it's just a lot of it's locked up and people are like getting bored with it and they're taking their profits that they have because it spiked up so much before. So I mean, there's people who bought down here who see the trend right now and they're thinking, I'm gonna start selling just in case it drops. And all that selling pressure is really not letting this thing pop off. So if it starts perking back up, man, we get some more 30% runs in an hour, like I will definitely get interested in this. And again, I'm willing to trade this. So don't think I am hating on Dogecoin because I am not by any means. I just don't like the look of where this trend is going. So, maybe it bounces off this support right here. And maybe that's good. Maybe it bounces and continues on, breaks out past these highs, continues to consolidate, and then breaks out past these highs, and then breaks out past all-time highs at 1.88 cents. I could be wrong, but if that happens, I will be trading it at that point. But at this point, I would definitely need some kind of big dip again to look for an entry on Dogecoin. So at this point, I'm waiting on cash because I'm not going to sit here and let my position just continue to go against me. So that's pretty much the moral of this story, guys. Hopefully you found this perspective helpful, and it can make you, I guess, make some better trading decisions so you don't let your hard-earned money slip away, because this market has been volatile, but it's still been pretty choppy, and it's a dangerous world out there, man. So protect those profits, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, you know the drill. Let's grow better together.
Besar tu boca si te despiertas, mi tiempo también es tuyo porque me inspiras. Solo quiero que seas la única que así me mira.